Hello and welcome to this video where we will recreate Taylor's crochet dress together and add some extra details to it. I will show you this stitch and step by step how to make this dress. So let's dive in. For this dress I am using 100% cotton yarn. In this case, Drops Paris yarn. And for a medium-sized dress, I used up roughly around 800 grams of it. And I'm using 6 different pastel colors to make it look a little different. According to the yarn, I will be using a 5mm hook, of course some scissors, stitch markers and a needle. Let's break down this stitch we will use for this dress. So it's a simple granny stitch. And it is basically a 2-row repeat. The row number 2 and row number 3 we are repeating for all the dress. Let's start the foundation chain. So we are going to make a slip knot. So wrap the yarn around your fingers and push the working yarn through the loop and tighten it. And here we have a slip knot. Insert the hook inside it and make it tight around. From here, we are going to start chaining. So yarn over and pull a loop. Yarn over and pull a loop. Your foundation chain will be the length of your dress. So you have to make it multiples of 4 and plus 1 as a turning chain. So go on chaining like this until you have the perfect length of your dress. Here we have our foundation chain ready. Now we're gonna do the last measurement with the measuring tape. Just start from the beginning and go all over until the end. Don't stretch out the foundation chain too much, because at the end, now I'm gonna test how much it can stretch, so it just adds a couple of centimeters more. Let's have a deeper look at the dress pattern. So here I am making size medium dress, and for the body, I am doing 109 chains to have the perfect length of it. And it's gonna be 36 rows in width. The same exact thing is going to be with the sleeves. So the chains mean length of your sleeve and rows the width of it. And in total, you're going to do 2 sleeve pieces and 2 body pieces. Let's start working on the row number 1. So here we have our chain. And now we count 3 stitches and we'll do double crochet in the 4th stitch. So yarn over, insert the hook into the 4th stitch from the hook, yarn over, pull a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Here chain of 3 counts as a double crochet. Now we're gonna place the stitch marker in the 1st stitch, in the 1st chain, just up there. This will mark the end of the next row later. Let's do 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And our first cluster of 3 double crochets will be done. Now we are going to chain 1. And accordingly, we will skip 1 stitch. And we'll start crocheting double crochets in the next one. Let's make 2 more double crochets, 1 in each stitch. Again, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and do the same clusters of 3 in the next 3 stitches. Continue working like this until you finish all the foundation chain. After finishing row 1, let's start working on row 2. So we will have to chain 5 and turn the project. From here we will start making 3 double crochets in the chain 1 space. Place all 3 double crochets in the same space. So the first complete granny stitch will be done. Now we're gonna chain 1 and find the next chain 1 space, and again place 3 double crochets there. And of course chain 1 and continue like this until the end of the row. Here we have almost the end of row 2, so place the last 3 double crochets in the chain 1 space. And to finish the row, we're gonna chain 2 and now place 1 double crochet in the marker's place. Here we won't finish the double crochet all the way because I'm going to change the color, but if you don't want to change the color, just finish it all the way as normal. So let's show you how to change the color in this pattern. So grab the different color and make a loop with your finger and put it on the hook. And we will finish the double crochet we just made with the new color. Just like that. Pull through 2 loops, and here we have our finished double crochet, but we can start crocheting with the new color. So row number 3, we will start chaining and we will do a chain of 3. After that we won't lose our stitches, I'm gonna do a couple of knots. And cut the old colored yarn. So now turn the project and we will continue on working the pattern. So now we are going to place 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space. So just in the hole below it. So this will be our first 3 double crochet cluster. And now don't forget to put the stitch marker in the chain 3. Next step is to chain 1. And now find the next chain 1 space and place 3 double crochets in there. Again, chain 1 and 3 double crochets in the next chain 1 space. Continue like this to finish the row. Here we have our end of row 3, and the last stitches are 3 double crochets in the chain 5 space. So now, as I said, the rows are repeating. So row 4 is a row 2 repeat. So you start with a chain of 5 and turn your work and start placing 3 double crochets in the chain 1 space. After that, chain 1 and find the next chain 1 space, and again place 3 double crochets in there. So just go on like this until you finish this row. So let's show you one more time how to change the color and finish the row 2 or row 4. So chain 2 and place double crochet in the markers place or in the chain 3 from previous row. So insert the hook, pull a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop here if you want to change the color. So grab another color and put it on the hook to make a loop, and then pull through the last 2 loops on the hook. So from here we are doing the same like in row 3. So just chain 3, make some knots to secure the yarn, and then cut the old color. And start placing double crochets in the chain spaces. First 2 double crochets and chain 1, and then 3 double crochets and chain 1. So do like this until you have all the pieces ready. To make something different and a little extra for my dress, I decided to make a collar, a V-shaped collar. So I will show you how to make it if you want it as well. So here I am finishing the row 18. I'm gonna finish with 1 chain and cut the yarn. At this point, row 18 is my middle of the body part. So I will add and continue making rows to finish the other half. So here the V collar, the half of it will look like this. And I'm placing the stitch marker to show the depth of the collar. So the 1/2 should look like this. So this collar is not too deep, just a little accent. But if you don't want a collar, you just continue working the rows. So let's start working on the other half of the body part to form the collar. So as usual, we are starting with the slip knot. So just make a loop like that, insert the hook, and now we are starting to chain 20. So here we have our chain ready, and we start doing double crochets in the 4th stitch from the hook. So the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th stitch. place 2 double crochets. So I am placing the first double crochet just like normally through the one loop, and the second do through 2 loops, like that. This technique won't stretch it out that one loop like it would be too big. Now chain 1, and from here we are going to skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2 and 3, and now we are going to place 3 double crochets in the 4th stitch. So again, the first 2 stitches goes through one loop, through this loop, and the third stitch, the third double crochet, will go through the both loops. So here I am preparing the second loop like with my thumb, and insert it there and finish that double crochet. So it should look something like this, but all the 3 double crochets are in the same stitch. So now chain 1 and skip 3 stitches and place 3 double crochets in the 4th stitch. The same technique as previous. Here we have our little row already done. Finish it with the chain 1. And now I will show you the placing of this chain to the main body. So here I have my stitch marker placed after 4 double crochet clusters. And it means that we will attach our new chain into this spot. So place your new row like that, and the clusters from the new row should be equally into the chain 1 spaces from the main body, just like that. So let's test the color. So it will flop on one side and to the other. So let's start on connecting the both pieces. So we're gonna start making double crochets into the next chain 1 space after the marker. So here I am connecting the marker together, body piece and the new chain, just like that, to keep it in place. At this moment I'm going to turn the project and let's start making 3 double crochets in the next chain 1 space, just right in here. And chain 1. And basically now we will continue working the yellow yarn down the body piece, and here we're gonna make a knot to connect both pieces securely. Just wiggle the hook into the chain 1 space and grab that hanging yarn end. Go on the same as weaving in the ends, just go through another stitch and pull that yarn end through it and make a little knot. And from here, just continue working your another half of that front body piece. After making all 4 pieces, 2 sleeves and 2 body parts, we are ready to start sewing them together. Let's have a deeper look on the pattern for connection. So here there are 4 main key moments where we're gonna sew. So the first one is the shoulders. So for example, you can connect 12 rows on each side and leave others for the head hole. Number 2 is to connect the sleeves itself lengthwise. Third number, connect the sleeves to the body part. The 4th number is to connect the sides of the dress. Here I will quickly show you how I am connecting the one of the shoulder. So just put both pieces together, corner to corner, and just go with the needle, make a knot to secure, and just connect each stitch together. If you want, you can leave those yarn ends hanging after we did the change color. But if you don't want, you can weave in, and I will show you here just a few short steps, and you can hide those yarn ends. This is it. You have your own cute celebrity-looking crochet dress. Play with different color combinations and create your own style. I hope you liked this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in my next videos. Bye bye!